Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another YouTube video, another weekly breakdown here at Intuition FX. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone's been keeping great over the weekend, and I hope no one is truly disturbed by the My Forex Fund scandal that is going on. Now, I'm only going to spend 2 minutes talking about it. I don't want to take up anyone's time. I'm sure everyone's had a great deal of reading things on Twitter. Now, don't get it wrong, guys. My Forex Funds, it's a shambles. You know, the crazy thing I read in there was slip him to hell. That's mad. But my point I want to make just briefly is, okay, you might have lost your 100k account, 50k account, 200k account. I know it was hard work to get there. Believe me, guys, as a trader, I understand your struggles in this industry. But when you truly have a skill, when you have truly acquired the confidence, the skill, the ability to trade, this shouldn't phase you. This certainly does not phase me, because I know it is, first of all, it is what it is. You cannot control it. And if they're under the water, that is it. Boom. Next prop firm. Sign up. Let's go. That's the way I look at it, right? Yes, do your due diligence. Which prop firm is good? Which prop firm, you know, has the least amount of issues? Which prop firms have you heard that hardly even have an issue, that are doing good, that are doing great? Do your research. There's prop firms out there. From what I know and from what I've experienced and seen, FTMO is an amazing prop firm. Am I affiliated with FTMO? No, I'm not affiliated with any prop firm out there. But I'm just saying, from my experience, FTMO has been great. I haven't had any issues. I haven't heard so many people have issues either. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But you need to understand that there's always going to be a prop firm or a funding company out there that will lend you money if you have a skill set. If you have the ability to multiply money, because that is what trading is, you need to understand that there's nothing to be scared about. It's when MC4 and MC5 got banned on Apple. Everyone was like, this is the end of trading, but here we are. And you can download those apps again. So, again, trading will always remain. I don't want to go into like some deep rabbit hole of trading, but don't let this phase you. Listen, if you're a skilled trader, if that funding you got was not luck, and you know that you're truly skilled, you will get it back again. That I can promise you. But anyways, enough of that. I'm sure you guys had enough on Twitter. Let's get to the Forex part of things. So I'm just going to jump on straight to a trade I took last week before I talk about anything else. So this is a trade I took on EURUSD. And I mentioned on Telegram that I would maybe want to see longs. I was in a 50-50 scenario for now. But here you go. I said on Telegram, you can go back on my Telegram and say, I was looking for longs here on the dollar. I mean, sorry, on euro. There's daily order block over here, and I wanted price to go higher. And I did say there, so before any of this happened, the day before, I did say I'm 50-50. I don't know. Okay, I clearly mentioned. So I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna quickly go on my. Sorry, I'm just gonna go on Telegram and get to Intuition FX, where it said, where I wrote about EURUSD. So I wrote, could be seeing some longs on EURUSD here from the daily order block. Tomorrow is my last day to look for opportunities for the week, as it's NFP. It's NFP week. I don't trade Thursday, Fridays. I will see what London kill zone does and look for a trade opportunity during New York. Right now, I am stuck between longs and shorts, so I will wait till I see something clear. High impact news in London should clear things up for me. That's exactly what I did, guys. So again, EURUSD, daily bullish order block. Now, what is it that really gave me a confidence booster to take a long on euro, right? That's what you guys are asking. Why? Why were you so confident? It was this. It was the one thing I always talk about. Number one, guys, market maker buy model. Breakup plus fair value gap. How many times have you seen this entry point from me? Honestly, ask yourself. If you've been following me for a very long time, since I started Intuition FX, I'm grateful that you're keeping up with everything. And you will have seen that I have used the breakout and the fair value gap so many times. It's in so many PDFs I've made. It's It's on Telegram, it's on my Instagram, it's on my Twitter, it's on my YouTube. For the market maker buy and sell models, I have 5 entry techniques. One of them being the breaker and the fair value gap. And there's a few more that I've shown you on YouTube. I haven't titled it like that, but you'll see it in the executions. And if you go on YouTube, if you go on, I'll just pull it out for you guys. If you go on YouTube, and if you go on Intuition Effects, and if you go on the trades over here, you're going to see, if you go on all of them, you will see different variations of market maker buy and sell models being done. So yeah, I have 5 ways of entering them. But again, so let me break you through how my day went when I took this trade. I don't trade London. You guys know I trade New York. So the first thing is price came into a daily order block in London. Great. We had a turtle soup scenario indicating could it be the low of the day. Okay. How am I going to use this, right, and say to myself, I'm confident in longs? How am I going to do that? I'm going to try find S&T. I'm going to go in the market and say, okay, can I see SMT? And guys, it's right here. GU does not take a low, EU does. Now, yes, if we're talking in terms of relative strength index, I should have long GU, right? But there's a reason I did not trade GBP USD, and I haven't traded it for quite a while. It is something I will go through shortly when we get to the analysis part. But here is the long trade that I took, right? Now, a lot of you may be wondering why my trade looks like it's been taken in the middle of nowhere, okay? And I'm going to explain that now. So, okay, breaker plus fair value gap, right? And I didn't have a need to have a buy limit or anything at this point. And by the time price was going down, let's just say there was a bit of an emergency in the house. I had to run downstairs. I live with like my elderly parents, so I basically just had to just shoot down. So all the while this is happening, and I don't want to put a limit because I just wanted to read the tape and have everything live in front of me, and I was like, there's no need for a limit. So when you have an emergency, you're not thinking, right? I'm just running around the house like crazy. So again, went down, whatever, things were being sorted out, and by the time I've come back, we're already trading higher, right? So I've said to myself, I've missed this breaker plus fair value gap. Like, I've completely missed it. But I've always said to you guys when I'm doing my live commentaries, I always have a 1 minute chart on another screen, right? This is why. Price went higher, yes. Now, what is this? This is a breaker over here. Take that across. Yeah. Price goes higher. What does this become? That becomes an order block. Look at this candle, guys. Boom. That is where I take my trade. And from there, it just goes. That is when I said to myself, okay, I'm in. I'm going long. And 1 second. And there we go. Where was my target? Previous week high. That is it. I'm not aiming for anything higher. I'm not trying to hold nothing. I just said to myself, previous week high. That is the liquidity it's going to go for. If it wants to reverse after that, I do not care. And that is exactly what it does. Boom. That's where I take out my high. So the reason I wanted to show this to you guys is because the purpose of me doing these breakdowns, the purpose of me doing any live commentary, the purpose of me showing you guys my trades, speeding them up and putting music over them, whatever, is to show you that I am doing the same thing over and over again. I'm showing you that's where consistency is. Don't get me wrong, I understand ICT's come up with some crazy stuff. He's come up with the Reaper array, the inversion fair value gap. He's come up with so much. And yes, I do use inversion fair value gaps time to time just for an extra confluence. But you don't need everything he's taught. He said it himself. You need to find the one thing that you can do consistently. And for me, that breaker and the fair value gap, like I said, you don't believe me, check out all my social media channels and you'll see this exact thing happen pretty much all the time from when I'm trading, right? So that was the whole reason behind me taking the trade. As you can see, it's beautiful and it gives you a nice 2 to 3%, you know. But again, let's just go straight into the analysis part. And going straight to the news, On Monday it is bank holiday for US dollar, and I don't trade Mondays anyway, so Monday's a non-trading day. And then we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We don't really have high impact news until Wednesday, which is okay. That's fine. So we have some high impact news on Wednesday, Thursday, which I think are going to be good trading days, and we're going to see what happens in the market. So let's get into the higher time frames. Let's go straight onto the dollar index. Now, going on to the dollar index, we do have this weekly bullish breaker over here. I see that as a breaker. And we also have this fair value gap right here. Weekly fair value gap, which price dipped down to. And here we can see price has just traded higher. And we've got lower. This is just amazing to see. And again, where am I going? Okay. Now we have this volume imbalance. We have this volume imbalance over here. I think price can use that as support to go higher. And I do think we are heading for this buy side liquidity. And then after we take out that buy side liquidity, guys, what's my next aim? Is this volume imbalance? If we fly through that, what's my next aim? Is this buy side liquidity here? So I'm taking it step by step. Next, I'm just aiming for this now. So I'm going to see how price reacts. This does these 3 down candles over here. That counts as a bullish order block now on the daily. So I'm interested to see how the market works. But also on a daily, we have a breaker. But it hasn't gotten past it, so I can't really count it. But again, volume imbalance, that is what I'm waiting for. Euro is another pair that I am looking at. I'm just waiting for price again. Turtle soup, and we have those SMTs still marked out. Turtle soup scenario. Once we take out this low, we will have formed a breaker scenario with this candle over here. That's what I was trying to say on the dollar. So once we get a little bit above it, we'll create that breaker, and that's why I think we can go much higher than what I've got here. And again, what am I aiming for? I'm aiming for this low over here. Now, this is why I say to people, if you're an intraday trader, the daily candle is so important. Yes, overall we were bearish. Yet I still managed to get a buy just by looking at the daily candle. Once you have days like this, they're easy days to make money, guys, right? But it's all about that daily candle. Now again, we've got the turtle soup. I'm going to go lower. Now, what do I see here? SMT with EU and DXY. GU has that high, so does Euro. Euro takes out that high, GU doesn't. Again, if you compare that with DXY now, DXY takes that high and GU doesn't not. And so that's SMT, right? Now, why am I not trading GU? I'm going to explain that right here. This is why. When I look at this on a monthly chart, I do not feel comfortable selling into a monthly order block. I'm going to say something here about GU, and don't hold me to it. I'm just putting my thoughts out there, and this is the whole point of me doing these commentaries. I think this is the lovely propulsion block, and I do think that this month on GU could be explosive to the upside. I do think we have that coming, but before that, I think we're going to get this massive run on Euro and this massive bull run on dollar. And then if dollar wants to reverse, then like I said, then we'll see something happen. But this is why I haven't traded GU. I don't feel comfortable shorting into a monthly order block. Like, to me, I don't like that. That's why I'd rather trade EU, which looks so much cleaner to me over here, and dollar, which looks clean to me as well. So I'm going to see what happens. Like I always say to you guys, I'm just waiting for the market to present itself with opportunities. Monday is not going to be a trading day, so let's see what Monday does. Tuesday, let's see what happens. But I think the main trading days may be Wednesday or Thursday, because those are where the news releases are, and that's when markets are going to move the best. So I will update you guys on the Telegram channel. If you're not in my Telegram channel, the link is in the description of this video, so do go check that out. And I hope everyone has a great weekend and a great trading week ahead of them. So I'll see you guys on the Telegram channel. Peace.